Okay, everyone. So this is Kaylee, who I'm going to be taking a full set of vitals on. Stacy, can you say hi, Kate?
Hello.
And then this is Chris. Hi. So I'm going to be showing everybody how to take a full set of vitals. I have a few things to do today. To do that, I have a blood pressure cuff, stethoscope, thermometer, O2 gauge, a second O2 gauge just so you guys can see, a pen, and then piece of paper. So it's very important to know what your vitals are. So, and how to check vitals. One, if you work in long-term care or any type of healthcare, you're gonna need to know how to. Two, if you go to a new doctor, they might wanna know what your normal resting rate of vitals are so they can go from there to see if anything's wrong. And it kind of just gives you an overall, summary of how your health is doing. So first, I'm gonna start with temperature. Everybody's seen a thermometer. With this one, you specifically go from the top of the head to the side of the hairline. Now her temperature is 99. So, and 99 exactly. So you're gonna wanna, if you work in homes too, you're gonna wanna have a piece of paper. A nurse is probably gonna ask you to get vitals, and these ones are gonna be the ones you're gonna wanna get. Some sources don't include O2, but again, it allows for healthcare professionals to know what the baseline is, and that's from infiniummedical.com. So I'm gonna start, I already showed the thermometer, that's 99, her temp. So the regular temp is between 97.8 and 99.1, and that's from all these numbers are from mountsinai.org. Normal is 98.6. So anyways, I'm gonna actually start with the blood pressure. So blood pressure, the systolic is the top number that you're gonna get, and then your diastolic is the bottom number. So while I get this ready, I'm gonna explain that. But first, there's an artery line. You got an artery in your arm. You can take blood pressure a lot of different places, but we're doing it on the arm today. So your systolic is what your heart, the maximum amount of pressure that your heart is when it beats, and then your diastolic is the amount of pressure, the minimum amount of pressure when your heart is resting. And so normal blood pressure would be 90 over 60 to 120 over 80. So let's see what her blood pressure is. And so with this, taking it manually, you're gonna wanna stick the stethoscope by the artery where it was. This tightens and loosens the pressure. So, and then I have the pressure gauge right here. I usually go up to 200 just in case, because I don't know what people's resting blood pressure is. So, and I'm gonna slowly let out air. Okay. So her blood pressure is 110 over 65, which is within normal rates. And so I would write that down. 110 over 65. Next, we're gonna do pulse ox, and this one checks your saturation of oxygen in your blood, and then also your heart rate too. That's what most pulse ox do. So this one though is weird. You just connect it to the earlobe, but a similar one would be like this one, and you kind of just turn it on and put it on your finger. They'll read the same thing. You probably had this one at hospitals before, but her O2, once it comes up, is 100%. So she has 100, she has perfect O2 right now, enough oxygen in her blood, and her heart rate is 71. But sometimes you don't want to tell people this just because when you're getting respirations, which are really important. So I'm gonna write down O2 100%, and then her pulse 72 now. And then the last thing to get is respiration. So you can do this while doing blood pressure. If you have the automatic cuff, you can do this while taking O2, or you can pretend like you're taking their heartbeat for respirations, because you do not want them to know you're taking their respirations, or they subconsciously change how they breathe. So You can pretend like you're taking somebody's heartbeat through the wrist, but the whole time you're looking at to see if their diaphragm is raising up and down. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you can either do this for 30 seconds or 15 seconds. If it's 30 seconds, you want to times it by 2, whatever number you get. 15 seconds, times it by 4. So hers was around 17, 18. And a normal respiration is 12 to 18, again, by mountsinai.org. But what I've mainly seen from my own experience working in a lot of nursing homes and different places for the past 3 years is usually around 16 to 20 is what they would prefer. 12's a little low. And sorry. And so, yeah, in conclusion, today we went over how to take everybody's set of vitals, the important reasons of why we take vitals, and how important it is for you and your doctors to know. Thank you.